Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Sir, we are glad to have you on our Thoughtful Leader series. I would like to tell our viewers that Dr. Rajesh Kumar has done his PhD in the field of security laws from Delhi University. So, sir, as a program director of NISM, can you throw some light on its origination? What was the idea behind the establishment of this institute with such a unique course?
Okay. The Securities and Exchange Board of India, that is the market regulator, has established this institute, National Institute of Security and Market, with the aim of creating market professionals and with the aim of professionalizing the securities markets in India. The idea is that the market should get the best quality professionals. Now, later on, it was observed that even in the legal field, we need some quality professionals. So, aiming this, the NISM had entered into MOU with Maharashtra National Law University, Mumbai, and accordingly, we came with the idea of this program, LLM in Investment and Securities Law. So, this is the idea of this institute, and again, in furtherance of for NISM, the foundation stone was laid down by the previous Prime Minister in the year 2013 by Mr. Manmohan Singh. This campus was inaugurated by our present Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi. So this is about the campus, and this course we are beginning from this year. This LLM in Investment and Securities.
That's great, sir. Sir, what are the prerequisites for pursuing LLM from NISM?
For pursuing LLM from NISM, a person need to be a law graduate. Now, the law graduate here I mean, he can be a BEA LLB, 5-year course, or BBA LLB, or BSc LLB, or even nowadays there is a similar course known as BTech LLB. Some of the Indian universities are giving, or 3-year LLB course. So this is the prerequisite for taking admission into this particular program.
Okay. Sir, being the program director for LLM, how do you strategize the content for syllabus of your school?
We have a content development team. Actually, apart from this, running this program, for India, we also give certifications, different type of certifications. So whenever a new SEBI regulation is coming, our content development team is immediately changing the content, updating the content. So we already have a very and secondly, like the faculty member, faculty members of NISM and faculty members of Maharashtra National Law University, they have together designed the course. And again, our expert here I mean, we have the expert from the market, expert from the SEBI and academia, the faculty members. So we have evolved the syllabus, and then the syllabus went through all the senior experts of the SEBI, senior experts of the market, and they have suggested the changes, and we have incorporated those changes. So this is how we have come with the updated content with respect to this syllabus of investment and securities law.
That's really great, sir. Sir, can you throw some light on the exposure level of students which they can expect at NISM?
Definitely, the NISM is a different world altogether. If you compare it with any national law university or any other colleges or any other university, they are mostly they are like oriented to some normal class going. But here is a different field. The reason we provide all the three, we provide certifications. So with respect to the content, we have a separate content development team working around 24/7. We also conduct training, international training for 160 countries, and the training in India, providing training to the Indian officers. May it be the income tax officers, Indian economics service officer, ICLS officers, and the different even regulators, SEBI officers, other regulators. So we have a team of experts. We have the updated content. We have a team of experts. So this is the reason that we are in a position that when we are offering a course, the students are getting the best of the content, best of the experts, and also the best of the environment. The reason we are an international training institute, so our even physical infrastructure is up to the mark and it's comparable with any international training institute across the world. So all the facilities, whether it is the internet, whether it is the lab, whether it is the other facilities, they are comparable with any world-class institute. So that is there.
Sir, you spoke about the infrastructure and the lab. Can you elaborate on the research facility available at your institute?
Exactly. Here, just I want to mention you that in normal law universities or in the normal university, mostly the legal research is based on doctrinal. Doctrinal here I mean that you go to the library, take 10 books, make your research hypothesis, make your research, tell and see what Judge X has said, Judge Y has said, and then come to some conclusion, come to some finding. So there is, you will not find more field research. Reason the opportunity of going to the field and conducting research is difficult. But here in the financial market, what is more important is the market data, the market information, and market feedback. So by virtue of being a regulator institute, by virtue of being a SEBI institute, we have already entered into MOU with market infrastructure institutions like NSDL, like CDSL, like National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange, and other market infrastructure events. So we have all the data. So with the help of the data, the students are in a position to do any field research. They can do the research, they can do the analysis, and they can come to the conclusion with the help of the field research. So that is one thing. Second, Mumbai, by all the securities market ecosystem, or all the financial market ecosystem, they are located at Mumbai. So whenever you want to know that, let us say some regulation, SEBI regulation came affecting the mutual fund. So you can immediately go to some offices of the mutual fund in Mumbai and just give the questionnaire, collect their feedback, and then come to the institute and come to and do some research. So that opportunity is not available at any other place except Mumbai. And being a regulator institute, we are like having the added advantage when a student is joining it. And we also, as I told you, we are the securities market repository. That means we have all the database of the securities market, of the financial market. So it gives an added advantage, which is not available with any of the law universities or any of the law colleges across the country.
That's really great, sir. Sir, earlier you said like NISM compared to various NLUs are different.
Yes.
So how do you think, like what do you think are the USPs of this course and this institute?
The USP of this course is that the first time you are getting the best of the content, the best of the experts. And like many a times in the law university or NLU, I myself studied in Delhi University, one of the good university of India. I have taught in the National Law University. I was also assistant dean of the National Law University. So they have the faculties, but not the market experts. Actually, in the NLUs, they have the faculties, good faculty. But we also have the market experts who are working day and night on the same topic. If some regulation is coming, let us say intermediary, a merchant banker. So we have the merchant banker coming here and telling us this is the impact of this regulation. So this added facility is not there with the NLU. Reason, even if they are willing, from Mumbai, it is unlikely that one merchant banker will go and, or let us say somebody wants to see that how the live voting, the company in a year conduct annual general meeting. So in other places you cannot see. You can only teach in the class that this is the provision in the law and this is how in India the meeting can also take place by electronic means. Here we can take you to the NSDL or CDSL, and there you can see the live how it is happening, how the law is being implemented, and then your understanding, your clarity in the given subject will be more. So that is an added advantage of being at NIS.
True, sir, very true. Sir, what kind of placements one can look forward after pursuing LLM from NISM? And moreover, can you elaborate on the type of roles or profile one can expect?
Definitely. After completing this course, the law, since most of them are the law graduates, so firstly they can opt since the course is both investment law and securities law. So under the securities law, in the securities market is already a very wide field. The person can join the office of the intermediaries. Intermediaries here I mean a stockbroker, sub-broker, merchant banker, registrar to an issue, debenture trustee, and also mutual fund. So they can join their offices and work as compliance officer. So that is a very separate kind of job. Then they can also join market infrastructure institution. Market infrastructure institution here I mean the stock exchanges, whether it is the securities market stock exchanges like NSE, BSE, or commodity market stock exchanges like MCX, NCDX, ICEX, So they can go there and they can work as a compliance officer. Apart from this, we also offer, since the course also offer investment law, so there are subjects like recovery law. So they can join any bank or they can join any securitization company and they can work as a recovery officer. They can also practice in the field of, let us say, the competition laws. They can also practice in the field of insurance. They can also practice in the field of banking. So the course is consisting of both investment and securities law. So these are the roles and profiles. In addition to their practice, in addition to, they can also go for academics. They can also go for their higher PhD, being a full-time degree program. So these are the traditional opportunities are already there, but these are some of the different type of opportunities where you are like joining as a compliance officer with a mutual fund. You are joining as a compliance officer with a National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange, NSDL, with a depository participant, and which is not possible like at other places. They are recruiting, but they are recruiting after having some experience. But what we have planned that just after doing the LLM, since we are connected with them, so they will come here. They otherwise they also visit to us, and our existing management students are getting placed there. So the students will have a better opportunity of placement in the securities market ecosystem, in the financial market ecosystem.
Right, sir. Right. Sir, what you would like to know, like people to know about LLM course for this particular institute, which they may not be aware of?
They actually, most of the LLM programs are actually being run by the national law universities, the universities, and they have not entered into any specialized kind of tie-up arrangement with any specialized institute. This is the Maharashtra National Law University, Mumbai. They have, and we, like National Institute of Securities Market, first time the Securities Market Institute itself has come for a tie-up arrangement with, let us say, the law university, and they have offered some sort of a specialized kind of program. So that is the USP. That is the USP where the Securities Market Institute, which has its expertise in the securities market and securities market ecosystem, that institute is coming and offering the course with a national law university. So that is the USP of this course.
That's great, sir. Sir, what are your expectations from the students who are going to be a part of NISM family from this year onwards?
Definitely, the students, there are two basic things. One is the hunger of learning. Second is the humility. Like while conducting webinar, many a time the students were also of the view that some of them, let us say, have done their BA LLB. So not studied, let us say, the subject, financial market related subject. So what is important? These two basic things. You must have humility. Reason tomorrow you are going to work in the financial market, so you should be humble. And second is the hunger of learning. You must be hungry to learn more and more. Though the field is little new, but after 1 year of intensive training at the institute, you are in a position to understand how the financial markets of India actually work, how the experts of the financial market, what are their expectations. So accordingly, they can develop themselves and they can develop the basic knowledge, they can develop the basic expertise, and so that tomorrow they can join our Indian financial market and they can take our Indian financial market to a different height altogether. If India has a dream to achieve $5 trillion economy, then definitely our financial markets, it has to perform, and the role is again on the shoulder of the professionals who are working on the financial market. So there is a vast opportunity to contribute positively in the economy of our country, to make our country an economic superpower. So all these concepts are there. So to work with, to begin with, the students should be only two things: humble and humility and hunger of learning. These two things are important. Rest, the basic skills, your hard work, your study and other things are there.
Rightly said, sir. Sir, what would be your suggestion or message to the students who are aspiring to join your prestigious institute? Like, what should they prepare? How can they be prepared for it?
Exactly. Right now, we are conducting interview. So personal interview. Reason due to COVID-19, we are not in a position to take tests on the offline centers. Actually, many of the students have requested us that please use some online method of examination. So accepting the request from the students, we have adopted this method. So what they need to do, they need to prepare on the same subject as advertised before, like the constitutional law, where they can read the subject, the concepts, the provisions, and the latest cases. Then the jurisprudence, where they can read the theories. And then the contract, they must know what is the offer, acceptance, consideration, quasi-contract, legality of the contract, legality of the subject matter, and cases, important cases. Then the company law, we are only expecting them to know the basic. Basic here means what is the company as a separate legal entity, what are the two basic documents, memorandum and articles, what is the capital, what is the basic meaning of the capital. Then the corporate management, who are the directors, what they are expected to do, what is their role, duty, responsibility, until winding up. They are supposed to have the basic idea. So basic concepts, provisions of law, and the basic and the cases, landmark cases. So that they need to prepare in the 4 law subject, as I told you, the jurisprudence, constitution, contract, and company law. Apart from this, in current affairs, what we are expecting from the students, that they should read from last 6 months all the news related to society, to the polity, economy, the sports, and other related activities. So any newspaper, if they are a good reader of any newspaper, so I think there is nothing more required. But if not, then they need to take any magazine which has compiled the news related to society, polity, economy, sports, and other things, and it will work. And they need to develop that. Let us say, what is the SEBI response with respect to COVID-19? What is the RBI response with respect to COVID-19? What is the Ministry of Finance response? What is the Government of India response? How we are dealing with this current crisis? So definitely they should study while preparing for current affairs.
Thank you, sir. That was really insightful. I'm sure the students who will listen to this will learn a lot from it. So thank you for your time, sir.